Hey everyone, this is AVJVGaming, bringing you guys episode number 80 of this Black Ops 2 M tutorial for football badges. And as you guys can see up on screen, I want to start this episode out with a subscriber request for the badge of Bristol City. So up on screen, guys, you can see layer number 1 is going to be a rounded square. Layer number 2 is going to be a tube, which we're going to make red and slightly very wide. And we're going to push it on the side, so we're going to make the slight badge look to it. And this, guys, is a very complicated emblem. I do know the subscriber even messaged me on Twitter and tweeted out to me and saying that this one's complicated, can you make this one or the retro one? And I gave it a go, and this is the one I got, guys. It's going to be looking, what I'd say, very close to it as I could get it. And you can see over there the shape, which I'm showing you guys right now, is one you get for winning 15 matches in hardpoint for having a 70-point lead or more. So if you guys do have Black Ops 2 on the Xbox, because that's where I play it mainly, I don't have it on the PS3. If you guys would like to play a few games, by all means let me know and I will give you guys, we can have some games and hopefully go for some challenges. Up on screen though, what we had done is I made a black layer off that shape. Then what we did is we made a yellow layer, slightly smaller, so it makes a nice outline. And then what we're doing is we're working sort of like on a unicorn part, which is the horn bit, and you can see over there we've used a golf flag, no wind I believe it's called. And you can see over there, firstly what we did is went with the black layer, we push it behind the yellow layer, and then what we do is we grab a grey layer, and it's going to make it sort of like that, gives it the effect on how it looks on the actual emblem. And then we're just going to bring them back over behind the yellow ones of each part. So there you guys can see how we're working on that bit. This one, guys, we're going to move over next, and this one is going to be as I'm trying to get it as close to the emblem as possible. I do know it's very complicated. Both emblems, that one and the retro, were both very difficult, but I give it my best shot and you guys will see it in this emblem tutorial. We're also going to have another 3 emblems out after this, so if you guys are wondering where your emblems are, they will be out very soon. I'm working on quite a few. I think I'm working on Real Madrid. I think I need to complete a few different things. I was actually making emblems last night and a couple of them got deleted, and it was kind of really frustrating because I just looked into my file and they were no longer there. So quite irritating on that one, because I went into a lot of detail on some really good emblems and then they just sort of vanished, so I've got to go and make them back again. But you can see up on screen we're using the track over there. It's 25 kills with the AGI. I think it's whilst you're controlling it, and we're going to go for a nice grey colour. We're going to place it slightly over the top of the shield, which is the many of you guys know it's the bomb protector. And you guys can see over there what I'll do is at the end of this emblem, guys, I'll go and show you guys how it looks on the gun in game, and then at the same time I'll show you how it all the layers on the bottom, so you guys get a bit of an understanding of the layers. But up on screen now, what we've done is we've got a scribble, I believe it's called, and we made it green, and then we're going to go and get a clone of it and make it a yellowy color, just to have a bit of a it's got a bit of green and yellow on the top of the emblem on the Bristol City one, so I wanted to re-enable that in our emblem tutorial. So you guys can see over there what I'm going to do is go and eventually start working on the bottom bit, which is actually going to be quite complicated. So you can see over here we get a curved line. I was thinking to see whether that was actually going to fit in on the bottom bit over there, just to get the writing in of Bristol City and then also the date. And then I decided, you know what, we're going to go and switch it up, go for something a bit different. And I decided, you know, let's go for the lampshade, because the lampshade does a good job. And if you guys press the start or the I think it's start on both consoles actually, but yeah, it toggles an outline, which you guys are going to see in just a second. So I'm going to press start, and you can see there we're going to put one facing opposite to what it's meant to be, and then the other one we're going to keep it the normal way and make it slightly longer on the freescale. So you're going to press the right stick or the R3 in, and what you guys can do is go and probably align it up a bit more straight. I am going to go and lift it up eventually and bring it up closer to the shield and the unicorns up on the top, and then we'll probably have it a little bit more accurate. As you can see up in there, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of adjustments, just trying to fit in, so I make sure I do have City also written in that actual emblem. And one thing you can do is play around with it on the free scale, and you can change the angles on the side. So you can change it maybe from a 45-degree angle over to a much more different angle, so maybe a 30-degree angle over there. As you can see, I'm trying to get it in and about, so I'm just going to lift them out slightly, and I think we've got a little bit more detail I think I have to put in on the bottom of the emblem. But up on screen, guys, I'm going to show you also how to make this emblem stand out on your gun as well. So up on screen now, we're going to do the very self-explanatory part, which is putting in Bristol City. I'd recommend doing the cloning technique, which I do in a lot of emblems, guys. And we're going to just write in Bristol City. You've got to make sure it is just small enough, and you do have enough space from the top and the bottom, which is equal for the emblem to look quite nice. So we're going to just slowly drag them out bit by bit, and you can see over there we're going to put them in. And also try keeping them slightly compact when you're doing it the first time, and then afterwards, if you've got enough space, then you can can drag them out a little bit more and possibly put the L towards the end and then understand the spacing throughout the middle part. And you can see over there, guys, it's sort of just pretty much fitting in quite nicely. So we're just going to get the final bit, which is the L, and that's about it. We're going to now move on to the C. I was trying to get the date in over there, but you guys can see I was running very short of layers, and I really would like it if Call of Duty, if they are going to have the emblem system in a future Call of Duty game, I'd hopefully like it to be around 50 layers, as it gives us a lot more ability to do a lot more designing and actually going into detail for some emblems instead of just rushing through them. As you can see over here, just panicking almost. We've got only 3 layers spare, so I decided let's go do some adjustments to the middle, and I'd go and actually move City out a little bit after this. So you can see putting in FC, and I decided maybe that's not going to be quite good over there. I almost deleted this emblem whilst doing it. I did it almost 3 or 4 times, so you guys can imagine how difficult this emblem was. I'm going to go and actually edit this one out here because the shield was looking a bit bare to me, and I thought I needed to put some detail in there. So going for all the layers quickly, and what I decided to do is clone over that layer, which is the tube, make it white, and then press the toggle, which is a start button, and that pretty much makes it a good outline, so that way you don't have anything in the background, so that makes the emblem stand out on your gun very distinctively. And I was going for all the different layers, trying to understand where I could cut something off, and eventually I decided there is something which I can cut off, which is the FC. So we're going to actually go and move along. I also make the horns of the unicorn, I think is on the top, very thinner, and this is because they were not looking very good, being very big, so going for a much thinner approach on that one would have been much better, and that's exactly what I did. And you guys are going to see here what I do decide and to go and actually change, do a few adjustments. So I was looking at a few different emblems over there, and I decided let's go into tools because many people would have these things already unlocked. And I go down and find the I think it's this paint splash over here, which would make a nice green color, as the emblem does have a little bit of green and a blue. I think it's a bit of a I think it's some water in it as well on the bottom, which has got some, I think it's a boat on the top of it, or a ship. So I wanted to get that also featured in the emblem. So you guys can see here, what I do is put layer number 30 there, and it's going to be the paint splash in a dark green. You can go for a lighter green if you do, and you can alternatively go for the building over there, which you can use a captain. But we're going to do a bit of an adjustment, guys, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this, because for those of you guys who are Bristol City fans, I actually go and delete that layer over there and move over the city slightly so it can be more visible instead of it all being tightly squeezed together. And we're going to go and put in another, I think it's a paint splash, and a half column to the actual emblem, so you guys will see it here. So it makes a bit of an adjustment and doesn't actually get the shield or the bomb protector making it stand out too much, because on the bottom there it is got a lot of black and the actual emblem doesn't really have that on it. So what I'm going to do there is put the paint splash, and then we're going to move over and get the broken column, which it is, yes, I got that correct, and we're going to go for a nice light blue color. So I'm just checking over here at this point in time when I was doing it to understand what color blue it was, and it was a much lighter blue, so we went with almost like turquoisey color. But then I changed it up for this color over, you can see up on the screen. You flip it around, it's much more quicker, and we're just going to put it on the bottom so it just matches in quite nicely. So that's about it, guys, for this emblem. I'm going to show you guys how it looks on the gun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Please do drop it a like and subscribe, and hopefully it does help you guys out who are Bristol City fans. I'm going to try to get a couple more emblems later on, and this has been AVJVGaming. I'll catch you guys for the next episode.